What is up? What is up? Welcome back to the Moto Grunt YouTube channel. Just about to cross over 20,000 miles on Bonnie here, my 2023 Indian Pursuit Limited. I did a 10,000 mile review, kind of unscripted. This time I thought I would do 5 things I hate, 5 things I love about this bike. Like I said, I think I have 19,700 miles or so I'm just about to cross over 20,000 miles. I've enjoyed it. If you guys are familiar with my past, I had an Indian Challenger to 2020. I put 40,000 miles on that. So combined, I'm at 60,000 miles on Indians. I really, really love them. It's surprising how many people just haven't test drove a Indian Pursuit or Challenger before, but they'll say they'll hate it. So, but if you're looking for an Indian, you've never ridden one, and you want some good feedback, I think this is really good feedback. I think I'll start with the 5 I hate. Startup on this bike, it's got a 108 on it. It's liquid cooled. When I started up, it sounds like a dolphin. Let's see if you can hear it. Sounds like a dolphin. You ready? Definitely sounds like a dolphin. I don't know why that is. When Harleys start up, they sound like they have more compression and it's a little deeper. Yeah, so that's the first one I don't like. The startup is just kind of embarrassing sometimes. I just replaced the battery. I had the stock battery in here, and it was even worse. It was really struggling to start. Second thing I hate about this bike is the fuel gauge. Sometimes I'll fill it up and it'll say 180 till empty. Sometimes I'll start it up and it'll say 230. I fill it up to the top. I leave a little bit of room for air. I don't know why it does that. If you know why it does that, let me know. I feel like it wasn't as bad on my Indian Challenger, but that was tuned. I don't know if that made a difference or not. The third is the Torpak designed antenna. This Torpak comes in all Indian Pursuits, Roadmasters, Chiefs, Chieftains, whatever it is. So it's all the same Torpak, one Torpak for all, and I think they kind of dropped the ball on that. It could have been a little more customized to whatever bike it is on. I can fit 2 helmets in there, which I like, without any cardo or anything on it. But also the antenna, the stock antenna is probably this long, and I had it on there for about a month until I got tired of it poking me in the eyeball, and I ripped it off, and I bought a little shorty. I don't know a lot of people who listen to the radio on motorcycles. I know my friend Kyle does, who likes listening to the sports and stuff on there. He said when you put the shorty antenna on there, it kind of gets rid of the signal. But yeah, third is the GPS. I don't know how it is on Harleys. I've never drove cross country on a Harley or used a GPS on a Harley, but on here it's a little inaccurate. I find myself using Waze all of the time on my phone. Sometimes it'll just say turn left when there's no turn to the left. There's not even a road to the left, or go straight towards a dead-end road. Or I do like the thing where you can just hit go home and it'll give you directions to home, but that'd be nice if you can trust the GPS, but you can't trust this GPS, so I don't use it. I do use it for my gauges, my speedometer, my fuel gauge, my voltage, and my temperature. This bike rarely goes over 180 degrees. When I'm cruising Daytona on the strip, it'll get 230, but that's still not as bad as some. When I'm cruising with my dad, he's got a 2012 Ultra Classic. His legs are burning him. He can't cruise on like that because his Harley gets too hot. But yeah, GPS sucks. The whole really technology hasn't changed in a while. I think it's the same technology from 2020 when they first started it. Last thing I hate about this bike is the stock Metzeler tires. They're garbage. At 6,000 miles, the rears were cupping real bad and they were losing traction. The front was really cupped at 10,000 miles, so I replaced both of them. I got the Dunlop Elites on front and Michelin Commander 3s on the back, and I love them. I had the same tires on my Challenger. I did 40,000 miles on those. They're just so much grippier. They last longer as long as you keep air in them. But yeah, the Metzeler stock tires are garbage. I would definitely get rid of those as soon as you can. But 5 things I love. The windshield. You can see this windshield. It goes all the way up. So it probably goes up another 4 or 5 inches, which is great. You want to cruise around town with it low. When you got on the highway, you can raise it all up. I really, really like that. Second thing is the power. It's got, don't quote me on this, but I think it's like 223, it says on the internet. 223. 123. Which is pretty good. You can definitely feel the power. I have some buddies who have Harley Road Glides, and they'll put a couple $1,000s into the bike, and it's still just over 100 horsepower, maybe 110, and they still can't keep up. So I really do love that. When you put a little bit of money in these things, they will be fast. It's a very fast, agile, great handling bike. Third is, like I said before, the radiator up front. It really keeps this bike cool. It keeps it about 180 cruising. And then when it's really hot in the summer Daytona strip, it's 220, 230, which still isn't bad at all. I don't ride with shorts ever, but it's enough where I don't feel it at all. Fourth thing I love about this bike is the kickstand. My buddy Jorge's got a 23 Street Glide. He has a kickstand that you don't know when it's down, and if you ride a Harley, you know what I'm talking about. The kickstands are kind of sketchy. It leans the bike a lot. Mine does not. I think mine keeps it up probably 3 or 4 inches taller than the Harley. But I'll show you when you put it down, it really snaps into place. So it's up. When you put it down, it snaps into place. You hear that sound. So I don't ever worry about my kickstand not being down. Fifth and final thing is the oil changes on these bikes. It's only a 1-hole. I think it's 15W60 is the oil you use. So it's a really easy oil change. I run it up on a block. I put a little piece of wood under the kickstand, drop 1 hole, it drops all of the 5 quarts of oil, and throw it back in. It's really easy, really cheap. I think I pay $120-ish, $115-ish for the whole kit. The oil filter is right down there below the oil or the radiator. It's just really easy to get to. It's just really, really easy oil change. If you have a Harley and you do the 3-hole changes, how often do you do those? It's $5,000 on here just for the oil. I guess it's for all, the primary, the transmission, and all that. But I don't know how that compares to Harley. But yeah, I do love the 1-hole oil change. Is so simple. I ride a lot. I ride daily. I put a lot of miles on this, so I can do oil change every couple months. So I really appreciate that it's so easy to change. I think that's it. I think that's a good breakdown of 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about this bike. I don't think I'll ever buy a Harley. But if I won a Harley or something, like Jess Rip's bike, if I run that Road Glide, I'd ride the hell out of it probably. But I would never not have an Indian in my garage. These are Indians are my babies. But yeah, if I've missed anything, love or hate, let me know down below. I'm sure there's some things some other people dislike and like about these bikes. I know some people don't like this thing right here, this little cover, but I'm not sure what you would do without that. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you want me to do next. I really enjoy the creative process of making videos and giving feedback and having conversations under my videos about what you don't like, what you did like on my videos and all that. As you can hear, I'm here in downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. You can hear people using the jackhammer over there. It's 4:30, so it's about to be busy, so I better get scooting before I miss all that traffic. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you subscribing if you do. Let me know down below what you think. Have a good day.